Then we have our system administrators, and the profile of the system administrators varies, but it falls under what we would consider to be kind of a standard system administrator. Sometimes there are people who are dedicated SharePoint administrators. Oftentimes there are people who are network administrators who've been assigned SharePoint as part of those duties, or maybe database administrators as well. And sometimes they are more junior people that are coming in, starting out with the company, and this is their first assignment. So I think you have a pretty broad range of folks at the administrative end as well. Terms core and advanced are kind of interesting to me because in some cases they may come off a little bit misleading, particularly when you hear the word advanced. For example, in the administrator track, when you go to the core course, that's really looking at those capabilities that are going to be implemented across an extremely wide range of systems, whether it is the basic setup of a farm, which of course you have to have, or the configuration, the initial configuration of your information architecture, some design information, how to go about determining the right way to implement SharePoint, or setting up basic search capabilities. These are things that are going to be required across really any implementation of SharePoint. So there's a really broad audience for that. When you look at the advanced course for the administrators for SharePoint, you really need to look at the topics, because what the advanced does, it's not that it's harder per se, but it's much more detailed and goes into more depth on specific topics. For example, search. You cover search in the core, and that's the basic setup of search, and it talks about some of the advanced features. But when you get to the advanced class, you really dig deeper into the search capability, where you're setting up things such as entity extraction, which is a fantastic new capability. And you see that in other places as well, where you might do a basic configuration of web content publishing in the core class, but you really look at, for example, managing navigation and the different options for that in a web publishing environment in the advanced class.